Oh, a lot happening. So happy Friday the 13th, first of all, to everyone. Um, Lots of stuff happening here because of that. Usually Fridays are not so easy to trade on anyway. So if you've had a bad week so far, you really just want to sit today out, maybe mentally paper trade, and that's about it. Because you got to be really careful with the moves you make right now, and it's just not a good environment out there. So anyone that's new to the channel, anyone that's joining recently, you guys get to see that basically I'm gonna be live every morning around 9 a.m. before the market opens. You get to watch me set up as as the day starts, right? So I have a bunch of calls that are ready. I'm gonna set up to buy whatever looks the best to me, depending on how stocks are moving in these first 30 minutes, right? So I posted the list. The calls are also at the bottom over here in the description. Things we're watching out for, things you should know in terms of what's happening in the news. Of course, things that occur politically or news-wise are what alter stock changes, right? And then we have my options list, right? And yeah, that's all we're really getting today. Now it's a little hard to trade today. Things I'm really gonna be watching are AMD, Home Depot, QQQ. I'm gonna have my eyes on Apple and Mara. Right, those are the ones I'm personally most interested in because Mara, especially, well, obviously, with Bitcoin breaking out again, things looking wonderful. Mara, RIOT, BTCF, and a bunch of other Bitcoin mining companies. Those stocks are going to be flying pretty high, right? Yesterday, I was able to join Plug on its way down. Right, so I told you guys that every time something like Plug or most EV stocks like Plug, Neo, ChargePoint, when they go up, they also come back right down. So I got to enjoy the trip down with it. Sold that um, put option, got rid of that. Let me just grab my, what am I supposed to be looking at? Okay, so right here. All right, first thing AMD. So we have AMD right here. I would like long above 108. So I'm gonna just write that here. Save my notes. Keep it going. Okay, that's it. So depending on what happens in these first 30 minutes until 9:30 a.m., based off of that, I'll make a decision. I'm still in Aqua. It was up like 275 or something yesterday, 250, came back down because it did have a really nice spike in the morning, but then after that spike, it just came back down. I probably should have sold it because it looks like it does that all the time anyway, at least this week, like it spikes up and then comes back down, right? Didn't spike up again today, so it'll probably end up just being a loss. We'll see about that, what it does, right? But that's the call that I had, the $40 call I got. Snap, not really looking at Snap today. Been a little choppy. Like it's neither going up nor really going down per se. It's just dwindling. So I'm gonna replace this one with the QQQ. I want to keep an eye on. So the notation I just use for ease is the plus for going long and the minus for going short. Alright, so either call options above 368 or put options below 366. Fridays almost always tend to be put options day. Everything tends to go down on Fridays. So we'll see how that's looking like. Then we have Apple. Okay, so that's in my other tab. Let me open it up. Right here. Nice. JP Morgan trying to make some moves. It's been on a plus, very nice bullish run for a long time. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that today as well. SPY. Very bullish yesterday, right? Went from a low of 442 to now 445. So that's beautiful. Here's Apple right here. So we're trying to do Like it's basically at its peak again. So this is where it tends to peak. Like it's very hard for it to break 150. There's a lot of resistance at 150. So personally, I would think that it would come back down. So we're looking for a break or just watch it come back down. All right. So looking for a break, 149.4 plus. Oh, okay. We're not trying to buy shorts on it. So we're saying it might go to 152 if it breaks through finally. Let's see. That would be very nice because this was a huge green. I didn't get to ride it. Wasn't sure when it would just all of a sudden come back down, but yesterday it decided to go up big time. Today it may decide to come down big time. Let's see. Can't really predict that accurately. Let's see. So I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping that works out. Mara. So now because Bitcoin, so if we take a look real quick, we could see, close the power stocks for now. So we can see my cryptos to watch, right? That's basically everything we care about. Litecoin at 180, Bitcoin at 46,500, right? All of that. Because of them, these crypto stocks will also be soaring up, right? So they've all started above. You see how they're above this dash line? They're all high. They all peaked up already, 4 to 6% in the morning, pre-market, because of this crypto run. So we want to watch these guys. So right now we're looking at Mara. Right, Mara, because they had really good earnings as well. So if you look at them today, boom, nice little jump up. Otherwise, overall, they've been having a jump down. So like you can't swing it, right? Be very careful in swinging things like Mara and stuff. It can go either way. There's this day here where if you bought it on August 6th, you swinged it into the next morning, it went up on August 9th over the weekend, right? Depending on what's going to happen this weekend, we have to be very careful. Drives me insane to see when I miss these kinds of jumps, but that's just what it is, right? Like weekends are all about crypto. There's no stocks happening, so you either on weekends, what you should really invest your time on is keeping up with the news, seeing what's happening, right? What's actually going on in the various industries, depending on what you actually try to follow, whether it's tech, oil, whatever it is you enjoy, medicine, with all the pharma stocks, which is what I do. And then based off of that, you can prepare yourself over the weekend for the upcoming week on what you'd want to trade. Now, Mara has this big swing today. As we can tell from this week, when it has a big swing like that, it just comes back down throughout the day. So personally, my own mentality on this is that I'm going to be watching for it to fall today, okay? But as far as the analysts are talking, and of course they have far more experience than I do, but remember, experience isn't everything, but hey, experience is something. They're saying to take it long, right? So 35.80 plus 2 plus $1 each time. Plus $1 3 times. So 36.80, 37.80, 38.80, like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't see that happening. All of these guys, they soar in the pre-market because they saw crypto jump up, but then they come back down as the day begins. So that's that on that aspect. Anything else? Etsy, I've missed too many power days on Etsy. It's got so many nice 5-minute workday mornings. Like, it looks like such a nice swingable option many times. I'm looking at, if I ever see Etsy under 180 again, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it very closely and pick up options I'll swing, because the next day it tends to just soar, right? It doesn't really fall beneath that very much. Anytime it reaches that low, it just soars up again. That's kind of what it's been doing, and it's been pretty bullish overall. I'd love to catch it one day on its way back to 244. So it could be any days, which is why I keep that tab open, keep an eye on it all the time. JP Morgan has been doing wonderfully. Let me see how much these options are costing. They're not that expensive at all, but again, Fridays are difficult to trade. I would either do quick day trades, or I'm gonna look for things to swing into Monday. Okay, so we'll see. MSTR, by the way, MicroStrategy was another one so that's a company that owns Bitcoin. So every time Bitcoin goes up, it's basically like saying that company had wonderful earnings. And if you're part of that, you get to see it go up. But I haven't really been able to trade MicroStrategy because those are really expensive options right there. Clover had a crazy jump yesterday. Very weird. Interested to see what it does today, because it does have options. I'm going to move this to check fulcrum really quick. Still going. Might want to get options on this, then we'll see. We shall see. First things first, I need to see when the day starts how my current things go. Things I'm holding right now. Alright, so Pfizer calls, these are for 820. Aqua is also 820. And then this is the one that expires today. That's really not working out at all. Going to shit. Very unfortunate. I don't have it open. I don't have it open. BWJ. Very weird. This was from an analyst, predicted it to go up, and then as soon as the next day occurred, it just sank. See this right here? So yeah, I didn't catch this. The analyst thought it was going to do it again, I think, and then it fell like that. So that's pretty insane, weird movement right there. But it was an extremely cheap option anyway. It was literally like, I got 50 contracts because it was that cheap. Had it soared up again, that would have been massive profits for me, but this is my maximum loss, so that's all I can possibly lose. I don't imagine anything's going to happen today to return this, so it is what it is. $50 lost there, no big deal. This is okay, and we'll just see what happens with that. Support SPRT is going crazy. So I have on my other screen I had the TD Ameritrade open, and I just opened up support right here. Going crazy. And it feels like at the $8 range is where it's worth buying. Just had a low of 6.6 at times. Wow. Good for them. Good for anyone that picked it up. Wonderful. Wonderful. So now, after all of that for today, let me see what we're looking at. Cat was on its way back down again, even though construction is still at a high. Spiked back up a little bit. Might be good for cost today. We'll see. Interesting. Wow. Definitely gotta keep this. I feel like Diamond, DIA. I mean, this and SPY over here. This should always be open for everyone, because they show you what's happening in the world and what the market's looking like, as well as QQQ, which I have open somewhere. Did I not open it yet? Did not open it yet. Okay, so we need QQQ also. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, it's right here. QQQ looking crazy already. Wow. Would have been a great swing. Great contract to pick up yesterday and swing while it was on its upwards trend, especially because it did this in the morning already. So I'll definitely keep an eye on this. It's already about to break into where we would want to pick up contracts for it. So you got 12 more minutes to figure out what's happening. I'm looking at support right now. I'm looking at SPRT support right now in my TD Ameritrade, trying to see if it's about to make another peak. It's pretty much already pumped up, so I'm not sure how much more it can move right now. You never want to pick something up and get stuck holding it, right? So be very careful with that. Going back to here, Moderna, what's happening? Trying, okay. I have my Pfizer call, that's up. That's going into next week. And it's up 18 bucks, only got 3 contracts, 57. Yeah, let's see what it does today. And maybe I'll hold it over the weekend. Let's see. Do I want to keep NEO open? Do I care about NEO right now? Not really. No, not really. If anything, NEO would be for puts, but it's at a pretty low point. It's like at a stable point, if anything. So no puts there. Disney. Disney's a scary one to work with. Let's see. Damn, what? No wonder everyone's talking about it. Okay. Well, anyone that picked up calls yesterday, assuming that this was, look, this is a pretty nice green trend right here. So I'm sure some group of people picked up calls, and if they picked up calls that were supposed to expire Friday, they could have just held on to it into today, where they just became really rich today, right? They don't even need to trade anymore because they're done for the day. They just have to sell those contracts when the day starts. And that's amazing. Blowout results. Good for them. Good for them. So now, really quick, since we have 10 more minutes left, let's see how the first 20 minutes look like for our power stocks right here. Right, so Wix is on a green move right here. W, Netflix, MU, Roku looking for a breakout. MSTR already started the day pretty high. You can see way above the dash line. So did HD. Apple we're already keeping an eye on. AMD we have open somewhere. Where is it? Oh, right here. Okay, so we'll come to that. What is MU doing? MU's been dying. I haven't been swinging puts. I have not been. Oh, it's really dying. Holy shit. Interesting. Would it die more over the weekend? That's the real question, because then I could swing some puts on this into Monday. We'll keep an eye on that. Roku trying to come back up? No? Towards 400? No, it's been dying like crazy also. I have not been swinging puts on it, but it's been dying. Reached a peak of 484. Damn, it's down like crazy. Buy the dip, right? Buy the dip, but it's been as low in recent times. It's been as low as 336. And here, 284. Wow. Okay, it's a very expensive company. All right, so we'll. Other than that, then I guess there's not much else to really worry about. Diamond Spy and QQQ just look pretty good. All three look pretty good. Some analysts are calling it today Free Money Friday. Free Money Friday. Let's see. We'll see. I'm interested in getting support puts because it always comes down after being pumped. Does it have options? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's wonderful. And they don't look too overpriced. But it just got pumped. It's above 10. It went to 1069. And I'm excited to see when it comes back down. There are some people talking about MU now. MU to 72.5 with AMD reversal. Okay, we'll keep them together. We'll keep them together. Can't believe the same right after. That's crazy. Pfizer's trying to go. Not gonna try to mess with Disney. I feel like this is just gonna come down, so not really interested. We got our daily SPY plan analyst. Let's open up the SPY tab again. So we're saying calls 446 plus confirmed break of 445.60. We've got that already. So 446 plus or 444 minus. Okay, it's already looking like it's going to be a plus. Market tends to go up if the market tends to go up pre-market, which is what this means when the line is starting above this dashed line, then it often sinks and then goes up. So I'm going to wait for that sinking part. And if it doesn't sink, I'm just going to be like, all right, we're cool, missed it, all good, see you next time. Support is breaking down. I'm not sure what's going to happen as soon as the market opens though. It could be that a lot of people might pick it up and become bag holders, but then all in all, the people that pumped it are then going to be dumping it, and I'd like to be a part of profiting off the dumping part, right? So like $8 or this one. This one looks cheaper, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't really have that many funds to work off of, so I'll more than gladly just watch. That's also always a fine option to go with. Costco looks like it's ripping again as well. Costco's been on some power plays, except this day. This day was a weird day, but yesterday was pretty decent. Very shaky stock. Very shaky stock. Three more minutes and then we get to see the price update on these as soon as the market opens. See what it's all worth. Trying to get that morning bread. Oh, one more thing. TTD. How's that looking? Trade. No, not TV. TTD. Looks like it's down. Missed this day. No one really called it. So imagine a day where it's going up like crazy. You sell calls, going down like crazy. You sell a put option, and then you call it a day. Then the next morning you realize it blew up, or you picked up a put option, decided to let it be because the day before it fell. You see how this is so weird? Like it fell like crazy, then it blows up the next day like crazy. Somewhat like what happened with my EWJ thing, but the opposite. And getting caught in those because you're predicting it's going to repeat what it did is one of the most dangerous things that can occur. So I did it with EWJ because that was a really cheap option call, option put. But you don't want to do it when it's going to be some legit big time money loss. All right, so one more minute. Let's see what happens. We're ready to go. Ready to go. Come on, TD, give us that bell. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Update. Let it go. Ripping. Power stocks. Looking a little shaky. Some of them are coming back down. These going down. And these guys, Mara. Alright. Yep. Looking weird. Very sus activity there. And honestly, I've had a pretty simple week. It was pretty boring most days to begin with. So if nothing's looking spicy, I don't mind sitting back. What's happening with this call though? Wow. Yeah, it looks like a pretty simple Friday again. So Pfizer is trying to go. We can see it. 57. Always takes a few minutes for things to break through. Apple's still a little shaky. Shaky. Trying, but still weak. Shaky. Dying. Not sure. Also not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure today is going to be a put day for Apple, if anything. It doesn't tend to break 149. But other than being a put day, it could also just end up being a standard day where it's like stable, it doesn't do anything. And if that's the case, then, you know, if it doesn't do anything, it doesn't do anything. Yeah. I can't even say it'll actually die though, because sometimes it doesn't really. Clove's trying to die. Clove. Cat. What a morning. Nothing fancy. Alright, so Upstart broke. Another question is, will it go up more? Wow, look at this day. What a day. Will it go up more? Well, regardless of that, we found success here. What's Aqua doing? Aqua is not trying to go up. But this expires on 8/20, so we're still good. Might make it next week. Gilead's been pretty nice. Pretty nice. Very cheap stock too. Now if it's doing it up, it could do it down, or it could just keep going up. Such a, wow, very unstable stock. I don't know if I should buy calls or puts for this right now. Into next week. Yeah, not sure. Probably puts, because they do look like they're done going up for now, and they're going to go down on Monday, but again, can't see it. Can't see the call from anyone either. Doesn't look like anyone's trying anything right now. Just keeping it calm and easy. Just got a notification that Wish is spiking. So Wish actually died just a couple days ago. Fell pretty hard after their earnings or whatever. And there's a volume spike on it. You know, like it's at the perfect buy me now price. We haven't taken a look at this recently, so let's take a look at trending stocks right now. BTB, NOVN, SCSN, highest volume. Well, I have them open. Oh, Upstart's going crazy. Holy shit. Upstart's really taking off. But no one's buying. Or at least no one's announcing they're getting a call for it. Is Disney going? This is crazy right here. This guy's going off. No, it's done flying. No buying power. Well, to be honest, I'm actually thinking of selling Pfizer call because I'm not sure what it'll do next week. Pretty volatile little guy, and he can come down whenever he feels like it. He's doing pretty good so far. Doing pretty good so far. Can't sell it right now because it's doing pretty sexy, so I'll just sit back and relax. Like even Apple, not really looking like it's trying to move right now. So today is a pretty passive day. If anything, I'll wait for the SPY bounce and try to trade that. The rest of my things are just sitting and chilling. No one else is really showing any promising movement, or nor am I really getting any good calls here. Pretty weak. Someone just announced taking Apple calls to swing into next week. Not entirely sure how I feel about that because Apple doesn't look like it's going to break a new all-time high, if anything. It's the third time it's touching it. Are they thinking it's finally going to break through that resistance? They got someone got 150 calls for the 20th. It's risky. That contract can fall down to 60 cents in a second if Apple decides to take a shitter over the weekend. So for now, we'll see. I think I'm gonna keep watching this stuff for today. See what's up. Maybe do maybe sell this Pfizer contract and see how that goes. Use that for something, but overall, not much else to do right now. Crypto's killing it. That's good enough. I'm gonna keep watching to see if there's anything to play off in my power stocks list, but so far everything's moving pretty slow and easy. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday. I'm gonna be posting a lot of videos over this weekend. I'm trying to make some new things happen, so let's see how that goes, and thanks a lot for joining.